What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Fastnigellan bringing you another Company of Heroes 2 replay. This is a 1v1 auto match here on the live games list. So this game is live. On the top right, introducing our players, we have DoubleDare as the Russians. And in the bottom we have Stone Killer as the Wehrmacht. So opting to go for his special rifle command tent. Taking a look at their bulletins, DoubleDare going for a heavy investment in his conscripts, so hopefully he uses a lot of them. And Stone Killer going for anti-tank.
Of the Soviet Union. We have more conscripts at our disposal.
So it looks like Stone Killer's getting out some MG42s, opting to have an answer for his Russian counterparts' obvious strategy of going conscripts.
Be brave, comrades!
So Stone Killer identifying his enemy and the obvious strategy that he would be going. So great, great strategy being used by Stone Killer, getting out those MG42s. Getting that MG inside the building.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Also not sure if he laid that razor wire, but if he did,
The sector is at risk.
that's great.
Engineers have secured the
Not sure what it does. As we see MG42 here on the right hand side, catching some conscripts off guard and pinning them. Bringing in a second conscript, luring them into the close combat with the MG42, but Killer bringing up some grenadiers in the rear, taking care of his conscript squad. Setting up the MG42 once again as he retreats his conscripts. Great engagement by Stone Killer.
We have taken it.
Small engagement here in the center with the engineers, or pioneer squad I should say, backing out as the conscripts take heavy cover position behind that hay. Killer opting to make his presence known here on the right hand side, as there are 2 victory points on this side.
That's the last one.
So an excellent strategy, opting to bypass this victory point here, instead hoping to gain control of the points in depth here, and looking to set up his MG42 in an advantageous position.
Conscripts. Now you can use Molotovs.
As we see some conscripts garrisoning this building, just out of their own range of their own rifles, but in range of this MG42. So he is taking free damage, or the Killer is dealing out some free damage here. Knowing this, DoubleDare removes his garrison troops and moves them back into the building in depth. Taking it before the MG42 could get inside, so that's great. Identifying this, the Killer gets his MG42 the hell out of there. As the conscripts are garrisoned, they are glitching, quite indecisive about which window they're manning. An annoying issue since patch. Any garrisoned units, whether they be in a building or a vehicle, they always glitch out like that. So you see another engagement, conscripts heavily outnumbered by 2 grenadier squads, forcing a retreat. Pioneer squad with her flamethrower. Great micro getting out of that building before the Molotov. Conscripts moving around, hiding in the bushes, staying out of view of the MG42 as Killer swings up another Grenadiers and MG42 squad to the right. Looks like he's setting up to get a Molotov into the building. Let's see if he does that and does any considerable damage. There's a Molotov. So not doing a whole lot of damage, but forcing that retreat out of the building. Conscripts getting pinned once again. MG42 moves back into the building. As we see Engineer Squad getting that flamethrower, but unable to see the building behind those hedges. Another Molotov going off somewhere. Not sure where. Flamethrowers doing that extra damage against garrison units. Force an evacuation and retreat on the MG42. But another MG42 in depth does do some extra damage here. Great placement there. Moving them up.
Replacements have arrived.
Building looks to be on fire, so he does need to be careful with that. Noticing that, I guess he does retreat or maneuver out of the building. Doesn't look like any damage is going or is happening on this building. So I'm not sure what's going on there. More conscripts coming up here, so heavy investment in the conscripts, which makes sense due to his Boltons. Although with these MG42 squads, it's surprising to me that he's not going for a clown car. Clown car being the armored truck, along with a engineer squad with the flamethrowers, which he already has. So surprising that he's not going that strategy. See heavy engagement. Grenadiers getting behind that tractor, which is heavy cover. With an MG42 in depth. Back in the building that was burning. Looks like they put the fire out. It is smoldering a little bit. Grenadiers being sent in piecemeal. Of course, they are behind the heavy cover, so that is good. But still quite outnumbered. Thankfully, they have the MG42 in the rear there, getting some fire downrange as we see the conscripts occupying this building in close proximity. DoubleDare retreating that one conscript squad that was dangerously low in health. And Killer, like a boss, moving in and occupying this building. Great micro getting out of the way of that Molotov, occupying the next building beside. Moving up another Grenadier squad. But DoubleDare reinforcing with these two conscripts. He really does need to ignore this point at this point in time. He's just what do I want to say here? He's causing an outnumbered situation for himself by having these guys cap a point when there's a battle going on right here. Though he does move up two more conscripts on the left-hand side here. Getting a Molotov into the building. Hopefully we've got some micro here. And there it is. Evacuating his Grenadiers and retreating. So all in all, pretty good micro by Killer. DoubleDare occupying the battlefield with 2 of the victory points, but he is cut off here. He really does want to take this point here, the cutoff point, which is guarded by two Grenadier squads. Fairly heavily clustered around this hay bale. He really does need to move one, even though it is medium cover. As we see Molotov being thrown, great use there. Reinforced by another Grenadier squad. Getting off a grenade somewhere. Maybe there's another Molotov, I don't know.
We have casualties! We are bleeding, comrade! We have found the enemy!
So it looks like his own conscripts were getting annihilated in their own fire? Sure.
We are ready to go, comrades!
As we see DoubleDare bringing his conscripts back into the fire. And somehow he's not dying.
T-70 light tank
Causing a
alive.
retreat on those Grenadiers.
Fucking fire!
What is going on here?
This is our
Sure.
standing by. The sector has been cut off.
As we do see a T-70 moving out on the field, so excellent choice here. He is going to want to move it to the right-hand side, though, where all the machine gunners are. Instead, he's going to get in proximity of the Panzerfaust.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Can't say I agree with that. Now DoubleDare has shown his hand with the T-70, and he will be giving Stonekiller some time to react to this, as he's done minimal damage on his first reveal of this T-70.
We are bleeding, comrade!
Grenadiers fighting it out behind the tractor still.
Died a hero. We are exposed here. These morons don't know how to shoot. MG, keep your heads down.
Flame Pioneer Squad moving in, doing that heavy damage to those garrison units.
Watch out! Engage!
Grenadiers kind of out in the open like this. He should be making use of his medium cover here. Knowing this, he does get behind that heavy cover once again.
Machine gun! Retreat! We have taken it.
T-70 repaired, moving in.
Get us out of here! Bleeding! Round incoming! Quite a few of them! Man down!
DoubleDare doing a fairly good job of retreating his units on time. You see some good vet happening there.
Enemy forces are capturing our
Same thing can be
supplies.
said for Stonekiller,
Can be!
as he's got a couple Grenadiers with double vet. Panzerfaust going out again, damaging the engine of the
Supply lines
T-70.
have been cut. We need to reestablish our
It looks like it's
supply
only got
lines.
one kill.
Enemy troops!
In this case, T-70 was kind of a waste. Though it has forced
Retreat!
Stonekiller to react to it, which is always good.
Defending us! We are taking losses!
Dictating the play is always a good thing. But losing that T-70 would put him fairly far behind. As we see Stonekiller building a Panzer IV in response. Splitting up those conscripts, looking to cap multiple points at one time, so fairly good micro there.
Engineers have secured the sector.
Although again, he knows there's a machine gun here. I don't know why he keeps moving up to the center. He knows the MG has range on this building, so I don't know why he keeps garrisoning his conscripts
Our
there.
territory is falling into enemy hands.
Great rifle grenade there, taking out half the squad.
To us.
Not sure why he retreated those.
Enemy
Maybe
forces
he
are
did see the
attempting to
T-70
capture our
was coming.
territory.
retreating those grenadiers right away, which is what you want to see. Never try to stick it out in a battle. You cannot win. Panzer IV moving up the center.
A sector has been cut off.
Engineer standing around, wondering what to do next. As Panzer IV comes around the corner. And I don't know. Did they get run over? They're all dead nonetheless. T-70 moving in, taking out and hunting down that MG42 squad. I think that was a Vet 3 if I saw correctly.
Fresh meat has arrived.
So 4 kills, decent. But moving around right into a Panzer IV. He's going to want to micro this fire. Looks like it's going to get destroyed. Wow, what a miss. So he manages to live a couple more seconds here, doing some extra damage on the MG42, making great use of this T-70, considering its position. He's able to take damage to that building, as we've seen out of Panzer Faust. Taking out the main gun of this T-70, I think it's pretty much done. Panzer IV doing its fair share of damage on this building as well. Conscripts completely pinned down and need to evacuate as they do, and they get taken out.
The enemy has killed another infantry squad.
Grenadiers moving up here, trying to cap this left-hand point. Conscripts here forcing retreat on those engineers.
We have an isolated sector. Conscripts can now attack tanks with AT grenades.
Panzer IV with the damage engine. Looks like DoubleDare got off an anti-tank grenade.
A squad of infantry has been killed. Death before retreat.
It's going to speed things up here.
T-34 ready for combat.
DoubleDare getting out his first T-34.
Sector under attack. Comrades, the point is ours. We are bleeding, comrade. We earned this territory. Fresh conscript. We need to re-establish our supply lines. Man down! Enemy troops engaging us.
Keeping his T-34 at range there so he doesn't get a Panzer Faust. But moving up, looks like he is going to get one off. Unfortunately not penetrating that frontal armor. Looks like the engine of that T-34 is preserved. So taking a glance at our players' resources, looks like they're fielding quite a bit of manpower. Stonekiller almost at 1,000, almost at Facebook money. DoubleDare with the 500. Hopefully they're saving for something. Looks like Stonekiller might be saving for that Tiger, although he is quite a bit of fuel away. Grenadiers moving up. Vet 3 looking to do some Panzer Faust damage. Heat-seeking right through the building. Damages that engine. Conscripts moving in, looking to disrupt the Grenadiers, but Panzer IV moves in as well. Horrible, horrible Molotov. Waste of money there. Looking to either into range to throw that anti-tank grenade. Unsuccessful. Unsuccessful. They retreat. Grenadiers moving up in numbers with that tank support. So forgot to mention here, Stonekiller obviously going for the Lightning War Doctrine. DoubleDare just selecting his commander now, going for the tank hunter tactics. So he is going to be able to equip his conscripts with the anti-tank rifle.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands.
So that is some good reactionary play by DoubleDare. Seeing that Stonekiller has that Tiger on the field, it only makes sense to go for that tank hunter commander. So he's going to be able to equip his regular conscript troops with weapons that can deal with Killer's armor.
Engineer standing by. The enemy is taking what we have secured.
DoubleDare setting up his machine gun and looking to get a Molotov into the building, I believe. Great micro there, although he wasn't microing out of anything. Oh, he did get a Molotov off there. Grenadiers looking to get that rifle gun off. Great micro by DoubleDare. Redeploying his MG. Conscripts getting overwhelmed by the Panzer IV. Able to get one or two shots off with the PTRS.
Enemy infantry! Attack, assholes! The sector is at risk. You men have arrived!
Grenadiers getting caught in the arc of fire of that machine gun, as well as the Flame Pioneers.
Establish our supply lines.
So excellent work getting inside that building with the Flame Pioneers. He's going to be able to get some close proximity flame damage on that building. But again, glitching out because of that bug. Perhaps not doing as much damage. That's ridiculous. Stonekiller having enough for that Tiger. Probably going to get it any moment now. As we see DoubleDare fielding way too much manpower, well beyond Facebook money. He's over 1,000. Panzer IV looking to disrupt the conscripts, which they force a retreat. Engineers planting the anti-tank mines here. Great position for that. Going ahead and planting another one here. Probably want to get that more in the middle, but still fairly good placement. There we have it, the Tiger moving in.
Supply sector under attack. Squad at full strength.
Anti-tank grenade going off, doing a little bit of damage. T-34 looking to do. Oh wow, great shot.
Okay, that's the last one.
Oh man. Taking out the building, killing the NG squad inside.
We have a new T-34 standing by.
Great job there. DoubleDare identifying that a T-34 is no match for Tiger. So he gets it the hell out of there.
Replacements have arrived. The enemy has taken our supply
The
sector.
Grenadiers going for that fuel point. DoubleDare really needs to do something about this manpower. I mean, he's only got 4 conscripts and 1 engineer, 2 T-34s, so he's heavily outnumbered. When he doesn't need to be. Tiger moving in here to the left-hand side. Unfortunately, revealing his rear armor towards the conscripts, so they are able to do considerable damage with those anti-tank rifles. Anti-tank grenade going off, doing some engine damage. So Killer failing a little bit on his tank micro. Losing way too much health points on this Tiger. Way more than he needs to. Looks like he's identifying that and turning it around. Or he just wants to run over this airplane because he can.
The enemy has destroyed one of our vehicles.
So T-34 got destroyed somewhere.
Fresh meat has arrived. Heavy machine gun firing at us.
Moving in some Grenadiers with the G43 rifle pack.
Fresh conscripts have arrived.
Yeah, G43 doing some good damage at long range.
We have more conscripts.
Just fast forwarding.
Enemy forces capturing supply sector.
You just need morphine. Enough to finish me.
The hard part will be keeping it.
We have a pack.
Your predecessor died a hero.
Panzer IV moving along. Looking to respond to these conscripts here. Well, we do have great rifle grenade there, doing some great damage, causing a retreat here, but he does have conscripts in depth. Along with his T-34, another great grenade there. Oh wow. T-34 getting off a good shot.
This ground for the people.
This now belongs to the firepower of the Soviet Union.
Tiger and support troops moving in to reinforce these retreating Grenadiers. Forcing retreat on those conscripts. T-34 backing away slowly.
Enemy forces are attempting to capture our
So
territory.
DoubleDare working to get back back up his conscript numbers. Really needs to be building. I don't know. Okay, so he's building it now. The support weapon building here. He needs to be making use of that manpower and responding to the tanks. So I would highly suggest he gets out an anti-tank gun.
This building is ready to train good
Good
Soviet
work, comrades.
soldiers.
This now belongs to us. We have an isolated sector.
So it looks like he's building 2 at one time. Sure.
Okay, that's the last one.
Another rifle grenade going off, doing some decent damage.
So much blood.
We are bleeding, comrades. Anti-tank gun is ready for action.
Tiger moving in.
Man down.
again facing his weaker armor towards the anti-tank guns, but moving in the Pioneers flame squad.
Brave infantry have made the ultimate sacrifice.
Oh, nice, but causing retreat, moving up to 234 along with more conscripts. And here we go again with Stonekiller facing the wrong way, allowing the conscripts to do a bit more damage than they should. As you see, anti-tank gun moving in.
AT gun is ready for combat. The enemy is encroaching on our territory.
Not sure if he sees that. Oh, yeah, it's just within range, so he's going to try and move in there for the kill.
The new men have arrived. Forces are capturing
It's
our
not very good
supplies.
tank men here by Killer. Tiger's stunned and damaged engine makes it extremely slow. T-34 moving in, trying to get a kill. At least a couple rear end shots here. Killer needs to get his Panzer IV in the fight here. There we go, the Tiger is out of control. Taking up buildings in the process. So excellent job there by DoubleDare. Daring to believe that he can take out that Tiger tank. Belief is a powerful thing, my friends.
The enemy has our range!
Fresh meat has arrived. One of our AT guns
Anti-tank
have
gun
been
getting
neutralized.
overwhelmed by the infantry. Killer looking to man and steal the anti-tank gun, but
The enemy has cut off a sector.
being overwhelmed itself by numerous conscript squads moving in. Forcing retreat on that engineer. Great placement by the MG42, catching all of them, or half of the squads. Getting them pinned, but knowing that DoubleDare moves around on the right flank here, looking to close in on the MG42, so great work there. Panzer IV moving into support.
Our territory is falling into enemy hands. A sector has been cut
Panzer
off.
IV in depth, doing some fairly decent damage versus his conscript, although they do take out the opposing infantry. And retreats, so great decision making there. DoubleDare making great use of his conscripts, obviously with that anti-tank upgrade, holding their own, and as well with those bulletins. So that's something you like to see, great coordination between his planning and also his decision making
Objective
on the
secure.
battlefield.
We will defend it to the death.
Just fast forwarding it here during the lull.
Replacements have arrived.
DoubleDare looking to reestablish map presence on the left hand side.
Do not let this trend continue.
Looks like we see two packs, or one pack, one anti-tank gun.
You are showing weakness. We are down to 75 points.
Well done, comrades.
Engineer standing by.
Ours.
Yeah, it looks like that's pretty much GG. DoubleDare doing a great job, but simply just not enough.
For combat.
The might of the Tiger getting a brief grenade off there,
50 points remain.
eliminating that Vet 3 conscript squad.
We are losing supplies to the enemy. Predecessor died a hero.
So can't say I agree with the
We need to
Three
reestablish
field
our
guns.
supply lines.
3 anti-tank guns. Really unnecessary. He's going to be exposing himself quite a bit without the infantry support. And doesn't look like he's even using the artillery. He doesn't have enough money for that. Not enough ammo, so Tiger moving right into the kill zone, so he's going to be able to do some considerable damage. T-34 getting off the round to its front armor, but getting destroyed in the process.
We are suffering vehicle losses.
So again, without that support, anti-tank guns are getting destroyed. He gets one more round off, but no damage. Here we go once again with the tank facing his rear armor towards the field gun. Fortunately for him, though, his infantry were able to take them out in time.
Enemy forces are
As we
neutralizing
see anti-tank gun here in depth, about to face the same fate as his two brothers here. And that is the match. So overall, great match here. Great micro showed by both sides. It looks like DoubleDare's decision making in terms of his conscripts killed him in the long run. He should have had some anti-tank guns out early to deal with that Panzer IV and the Tiger. Even though his conscripts did have anti-tank guns, he was lucky to get off that kill on the first Tiger. And what else do we have here? Looks like he didn't have an answer for the MG42s at the beginning, which cost him a lot of time and manpower, even though he was fielding quite a bit of manpower, which was another thing that led to his demise. Should have got out some mortars or at least a clown car to deal with those MG42s at the beginning. And again, fielding a lot of manpower throughout the entire match. Was outnumbered a lot of the time when he didn't need to be. And that's about all, folks. So I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time.